I began my professional journey as an assistant manager at a healthcare, which was the starting point of looking with an administration eye. And then I moved to Kasturba Medical College at Manipal, Karnataka. From then on, started my career involving three big fields: the medical, the legal, and the education.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I'm Sunny Pancholi, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. We have one such personage on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Dr. Pratik Tarvadi. He has a wealth of experience and a proven track record in the fields of forensic medicine and medical education and administration. Over his 1.5 decades of tenure in various prestigious institutions, he has played a pivotal role in revolutionizing teaching methodologies, ensuring effective dead body management, and contributing significantly to institutional progress. His contributions extend to areas like medico-legal consultation, handling ethical dilemmas, and successfully instituting programs that have positively impacted faculty and students alike. He has extensive experience as an MEU Coordinator, Member Secretary of the UNICEF Chair, and is involved in instituting an ethical cell. As the current professor and head of the Department of Forensic Medicine at Gujarat Medical Education and Research Society, he has demonstrated exemplary leadership skills and a strategic approach to overseeing the department's operations. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, Dr. Pratik.
Very good morning, sir.
So to begin with, could you let our viewers know in brief about your career journey so far?
First of all, thank you, sir, for appreciating so much about me. I'm Dr. Pratik Tarvadi, and presently as a professor and head in forensic medicine. Certainly, my career journey has been marked by a passion of healthcare and education with a touch of administration. I began my professional journey as an assistant manager at a healthcare, which was the starting point of looking with an administration eye. And then I moved to Kasturba Medical College at Manipal, Karnataka. From then on, started my career involving three big fields: the medical, the legal, and the education. The Manipal College and this trio of fields gave me a kickstart towards moving forward and laid the foundation for my career movement. Over the years, I've had the privilege of working among few of the best universities like Manipal University, NITTED deemed to be university, then government institutions of all three, that is central, state, and state society. But not only have I upgraded myself academically, but along with skill upgradation, I have got opportunities to get exposed and understand administration and governance issues. I've been involved in NSS programs, UNICEF Ethical Center, conducting many medical education programs, holding various posts, handling dead body management in Corona period. As you would agree that it would one of the most deadly attacks that the whole world face. My research work on bite mark analysis, which has helped me upgrading me academically because I got a PhD doctorate there. But with that, it was also a step towards improving forensic evidence in a way, a process to help the judiciary. Currently, I'm working as head of department where I contribute from education level to administering department, providing medico-legal supports, assessing hospitals, and I basically work with ideology to help hospital provide maximum care with all the available resources that they possess. In this tenure of mine of around 16 years, it's been a fulfilling journey working from private to government, states, central governments. marked by continuous learning and a dedication to work towards the healthcare from grassroots level to decision-taking level at higher end. And my plan is to continue contributing and moving to a level where I continue to contribute even further and at a higher scale.
Dr. Pratik, thank you for the excellent start to this interview. And I must say your career journey is truly inspiring.
Thank you, sir.
So continuing our conversation, our viewers would like to know, what are some of the biggest challenges you have faced during your career and how have you overcome them? Also, what are some learnings you have gained from them?
Right, sir. Amazing, sir. Challenges, experience, learning. I felt it's a step towards growth to success. Well, throughout my career, I've encountered various challenges and each presented valuable opportunities for growth. One notable challenge was a recent dead body management in the Corona period. In Corona worldwide, healthcare team were on 24-hour working, rather I should say overstressed working. And on our end, there was another added factor, exposure of Corona succumbed patients, which is a major risk, especially when it is for family identification. And it is must because where patients belong to different religions. So their final rights, final responsibility after their expiry, and other necessary things for which identification of the dead body is must, because not the patients and the family are not together. So after they are dead, the family involvement plays a big role. Here, the stakeholders are not just me or my team, but the doctors, otherwise, the class 4 workers. When we are dealing with the dead body, we are direct in touch with the dead body. So there is a more of closeness with the dead body who is suffered from Corona and the bereaved family. All these are playing, they are all major players there. And in this case, apart from my presence, personal presence, the smooth movement of process with soft communication with the family and a key person on 12-hour duty who would communicate with the family, a separate exit was created where the meeting point and ambulance were approaching there. In a way, a total separate exit out way. I very well knew if there is a smallest flow, it will not augur well. Managing the relatives of life and bereaved families was a huge task. And to overcome this, I felt soft communication at all levels. I repeat, soft communication at all levels was the only option. And I think we came out well without any untoward incidents because there were many other places where there were issues. But we were happy enough for having a soft communication. We could do well. Even another experience we had of a similar way, where there was importance of collaboration and soft communication, and on personal grounds, being calm and composed in all situations, which was the help to us while maintaining soft communications came out well. The similar way, a significant challenge also we faced, where there was institution upgradation in respect to certain standards in one of the hospitals which I was working. There, what happened is the institution wanted upgradation, but they had own rules and regulations. So it was on their taken tips or favorings that we had to follow. So there was upgradation, but the maintenance of certain standards were not being held on. So we were on the discussion at various levels by me and my team. And in this, there were a lot of negotiations to be done. So what we started thinking is we started putting in the strategic points where we put in the negotiations where we could, and where we could not, we had put our foot down. So the owner side, the management had to put the negotiation, and then we had to balance it. So this taught me the significance of interrelation between strategic thinking and negotiation skills. So overall, these challenges had shaped me into a more resilient and resourceful professionals, reinforcing my commitment to continuous learning and improvement in the face of adversity chances.
Sounds incredible. So building on to that, our viewers would like to know, you have been honored with the Young Researcher Award 2021 and have secured second place in the scientific competition under the PhD category for your work on bite mark analysis using hand tracing method. So could you let our viewers know about your pursuits and share some insights into your research?
Yes, sir. So these have been my memorable moments of my life. I was deeply honored to have received the Younger Research Award in 2021 and awarded the second place in the scientific competition for my work on bite mark analysis using the hand tracing method. They were pleasurable moments. Yes. In my research work on bite mark analysis, sir, I was dedicated to advancing the forensic methodologies for more accurate and reliable results. My research delves into the intricacies of bite mark analysis using different methods from hand tracing to computer assisted, aiming to provide more reliable forensic evidence. Of late, there were many cases. One of the Delhi case was there, where based on bite marks, culprits were jailed and given life sentence, and a younger one was freed. So all that were the interesting parts that I wanted to link with things. So I was aiming to contribute to the forensic medicine field and into the legal issues that understanding the bite mark patterns and their forensic implications so as to bridge the gap between the research and practical applications. And through my work, I had aspired to make meaningful contributions to the scientific community's understanding of forensic medicine techniques and their application in legal contexts. Ultimately, the aim is promoting justice and accuracy in forensic medicine investigations because even internationally, there have been cases where they were punished and later on they tried to analyze things and they weren't given the they were freed from their punishments. So that is where we were trying to work on this, and we came out with how the bite mark and forensic medicine applications can be used in justice giving.
All right. So now that we have discussed your career journey, your professional pursuits, roles, and responsibilities, let's dive into the subject of ESG and corporate governance. So here is my question to you, and a very obvious one. How and when did you develop an interest in ESG and corporate governance?
Yes, sir. So I've been working in big institutions like Manipal and Nette. So that is where it started with a keen interest in this environmental, social, and governance and the corporate governance early in my career itself. It started in. So there was a combination of academic exposure, practical experiences, and how the hospital where I was working, they were handling things. It was just not treating patients, but they were working, even the hospital was putting these points and moving across. So during my early days at Manipal and then at Nitte, I started becoming increasingly aware of the profound impact that responsible business practices can have on both organization as well as broader stakeholders. It's not just treating the patients, but also the overlook of the patients, of the community, of the hospital, of the students. It is like complete huge overlooking. So this realization sparked my interest in understanding how businesses can align ethical, environmental, and social considerations with their operations. As I delved deeper into the way, the clinical forensic medicine was handled by the heads of department with great support from the top management. How the institutions not only kept one goal at the hospital of mere treating patients or teaching students, but also kept positive impact on all levels, maintaining the bonding, healthy relations with stakeholders, along with the ethical as well as the legal standards. I witnessed firsthand the significance of robust corporate governance structures and the ESG principles that were in shaping sustainable as well as responsible business outcomes. When we were doing the support for NSS programs and its positive impacts, the UNICEF roles, the programs conducted with Indian Red Cross, all that have added the zeal on my commitment to advancing these values. And they have had a guiding force in my professional journey, influencing my decisions that I have taken and contributions to foster the positive impacts on the corporate world, which were assigned to me, though I was at a very junior level. Still, I was given the head of roles at many places, and managing all that really worked out very well. And that was a great experience of my past 16 years.
Amazing. So, Dr. Pratik, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
At our healthcare industry and education sector that I was prominently working at, we really, with the experience that they themselves had given me, allocating so many things on me, I felt as an ESG and corporate governance experts, my value aligned closely with the unique needs and challenge of the healthcare industry and the education sector. So what happens in the healthcare industries, I prioritize the ethical practices that we do, emphasizing the patient well-being, community health. Those two are our prioritizing ethical practices. With that, we are dedicated to fostering transparent governance structures, ensuring accountability and compliance with regulatory standards. So additionally, our focus was more on the sustainability alliance with the growing importance of environmentally responsible practices in our healthcare options and the operations that we have taken. While when we come down to our education sector, there was a commitment to social responsibilities, diversities, and inclusion within the education institutions. So I advocate for governance frameworks that prioritize the well-being of students and educators, creating an environment which is conducive to learning and growth. And furthermore, I would recognize the role of education in shaping responsible future leaders and strive to integrate this ESG principles into educational policies and practices. Across both these sectors, my values include a dedication to continuous improvement, adaptability to evolving the ESG standards, and a collaborative approach to stakeholder engagement. These values collectively, when we keep, they contribute to the fostering positive impacts on both organizational performance as well as the societal well-being in the healthcare as well as in the educational domains.
Amazing, Dr. Pratik. Let's move on to the subject of technology and its impact on your professional landscape. So here is my question to you. What are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? That is part A. And part B is, what changes do you expect to see with the advent of technology like IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, Web 3.0, etc.?
So this advancing technology advancing has been playing a great role. I mean, there are two ways to look at it, positive as well as negative. And from the medical profession, I would put it into a positive outlook. So in the medical healthcare field, the integration of technology has been very transformative. Previously, we had this manual health records. They have to lose it. Now that has gone into digital records. So they have one sheet. It is there in the hospital also. So this digital health records have streamlined the patient information management and the telemedicine, which is slowly going into a very high basis now, has expanded across the healthcare services. And advanced medical imaging technologies have advanced diagnostic capabilities. Similarly, in our forensic field, if I consider, then it is a technology that has revolutionized evidence analysis. Call it DNA profiling, digital forensics, forensic imaging techniques, improved just from investigative to accuracy. It has gone so huge. Education field, technology has facilitated personalized learning, virtual classrooms, online resources, especially during this corona period. There were no classrooms, nothing, but their virtual classrooms took over and took charge of everything. Online resources moved on, making education more accessible, adaptable to the diverse learning styles. And looking ahead, as you put it, the IoT or the Internet of Things holds promise for real-time patient monitoring, then data-driven healthcare interventions, then artificial intelligence, AI, then we have this machine learning, deep learning, ML, DL. They're all poised to revolutionize the diagnostic as well as forensic analysis, improving the accuracy and the efficiency. Blockchain that is expected to enhance data securities and integrities, especially in sensitive fields like healthcare. Big data will continue to enable predictive analytics for personalized medicine and proactive educational interventions. Initially, with internet, things were moving. We have to have continuous 24-hour internet supply. But now, with blockchain, IoT, and AL, without internet also works are done. Patient care is taken care at house. Sorry, any issues that arise with the patient at home, the digital or the robot present at the house takes care of it. These are all automated machines that are taking charge, and patient uh, immediate emergency treatment is given at home itself, and informing the nearby hospital. Especially nowadays, there are more of single people at home, the family is working and all that, so there such robotic machines take care of patient when he is not keeping well. As for Web3, its potential impact on medical could include even the decentralized health data management and enhanced security for sensitive information. Even when we look at the education lines, the Web3 might facilitate more interactive and immersive learning experience. So to add and finally, if I put all this, we have machines, robotic machines for taking care of patients, especially elderly, medication reminders, even the manual autopsies due to technology has moved to virtual autopsies, which is a great boon for our field as minimal physical intervention, maximum output. So overall, this technological advancements signify a shift which is more efficient, data-driven, and interconnected approaches in healthcare, forensics, and education. Yes, sir.
Dr. Pratik, thank you for sharing such amazing insights into different subjects. So this brings us to the last question of the session. We are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So what are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by Mr. Zishan Patan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole team of World Development Corporation?
To be very frank, it is an amazing thing. I find the initiative, which is led by Mr. Zishan Patan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the World Development Corporation team, incredibly it's forward thinking and commendable. Building a community of industry magnates for cross-pollination of knowledge is a strategic move that can significantly impact the business landscape on the whole. The collaborative exchange of insights among corporate giants and industry experts is a catalyst for innovation, fostering synergies that can drive positive transformations across various sectors. This initiative, I think, not only aligns with the principles of collective growth, but it also plays a role in underscoring the importance of collaborative knowledge sharing in addressing complex challenges. I'm eager to be a part of this community, contributing my expertise and learning from the wealth of expertise that such a network of industry leaders can bring to the table. It will be a great opportunity on my side if I can be a part of this group. Yes, sir.
Great. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that our insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you, Dr. Pratik, for joining us today. Wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.